Hello and welcome to your next Yoga Foundations practice. My name's Ari, just in case we have never met before. Now in this class, we're really going to be finding happiness for your hips. So that's what it's all about, getting into the hip flexors at the front of your legs and around your quads. Also getting to the outer hips around the glute area. So if you have any issues, anything going on around your hips, I want you to take it nice and easy. Now we do sometimes spend a lot of time sitting either at work, or sometimes people that do a lot of walking can get tight hip flexors as well. So we're going to just free up this whole area. And when you start to work into the hip joint complex, what actually it does is help release some of the strain out of the lower back. Okay, so hopefully that's what we will do through this practice. Remember just to have a good time. If you had 2 blocks, that would be helpful. If not, don't worry about it too much. Just do what you can. And we're actually going to start on our back today. So come to lay down when you're ready. Always nice to start on your back sometimes. And you're going to bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees be wide. Feel that the tailbone's lengthening towards the end of your mat, so your lower back is trying to leave a bit of an imprint in the mat. Now, if your inner legs, so your adductors, are quite tight, you could put blocks just under your thighs here. So then you've got the support of the blocks under your legs, or you could have a couple of cushions there as well. So if you need to, sometimes that's a nice option just to feel that release and that sense of grounding on the blocks. Now, when you're ready, bring your right hand to your belly, your left hand to your heart, and close down your eyes. Now tune into your breath. Remember, we talked about all the way back at the first Yoga Foundations class, we talked about the breath being the most important part of your experience. So we want to have that calm control of your breath, the smooth inhalations through the nose, and the smooth exhalations out of the nose. Maybe creating that gentle restriction at the back of your throat, the Ujjayi breath, which I talked about in our Sun Salutations Yoga Foundation class. Just let your shoulder blades rest down in the floor, let the shoulders relax. Just arrive on your mat. Feel that you're filling the belly with your breath, feeling the hand expand. Roll the breath into the chest, feel the chest expand under the hand. And then exhale, grounding and settling. If you'd like to set an intention or a focus for your practice, you could do that now. Remembering just to listen to your body, giving it what it needs. Once you've done that, you can gently open your eyes, move your hands and move the blocks out of the way if they were there, or your cushions, and just place the blocks close by. We'll use them again soon. You're going to hug your knees in towards your chest. And just start to draw circles with your knees, taking the knees around in one direction, massaging the lower back, getting into the hip flexors a little bit, circle it the other direction. Back to center, hug it in. Now just interlace the fingers around your right shin and put the sole of your left foot down. Let your right knee drop out to the right a little bit, so it's going towards your right armpit. And then start to hug it in. Move the shoulders down your mat towards your hips. And if you want, you can extend your left leg straight. Just continue to breathe smooth inhalations through the nose and smooth exhalations out of the nose. Now, if you extended your left leg straight, I want you to re-bend it and put the sole of your left foot back in the floor. Now, bring your right ankle on top of your left leg. So you're making a figure 4 shape. And with your right hand, I want you to press it into your right thigh and move your thigh away from you. Try to straighten your right arm. Now lift your head off the floor and your shoulder blades off the floor. Look to that gap between your legs. Thread your right hand through the gap and lift your left foot up. And then see if you can interlace the fingers at the back of your left leg. You could also use a little towel or a strap if you can't interlace your fingers. Now start to see if you can relax your head and shoulders back down. If the head doesn't quite touch the floor, feel free just to put a cushion under there if you like. Now with your right elbow forearm, I want you to press it into your right thigh. So the feeling is your right knee, right thigh is moving away from your chest, but you're hugging your left thigh, left knee towards your chest. So draw in the left leg. Now can you feel that stretch in your outer right hip? Can you feel it in your glute? Remember, there's no strain in the right knee at all, so no pain there. Back out if you need to. Relax your jaw, relax your face, and remember you're just breathing space into your body. Take one more breath here. Now as you exhale, just release the grip of the hands and put the sole of the left foot down. And then put the sole of the right foot down. Now interlace your fingers just around your left shin. Hug it out to the left a little and draw the left knee in towards the left armpit a little. Now remember, you can decide if you want to extend your right leg straight and just do what you did on the other side. Let your shoulders move down towards your hips. The back of the neck is nice and long and the breath is still smooth, deep and calm. Now the hips is considered the gateway between the upper body and the lower body. We tend to hold a lot of tension around the hips, so hopefully freeing up this whole area will allow your whole body to get a little bit more energy and space. If you straightened out your right leg, you're going to rebend it now and place the sole of your foot flat in the floor. Then you'll bring your left ankle on top of your right thigh in that figure 4. Press your left hand into the belly of the left thigh. Press that left thigh away from you. So now we're moving the left knee, left thigh away from the chest. You can already maybe feel a bit of space you're creating around the hips, maybe the lower back. Now lift your head and shoulder blades up. Look at that gap between your legs. Thread your left arm through the gap. Lift your right foot off the floor. Interlace the fingers at the back of your right leg or use a little towel or a strap if you need to. Now try to relax your head back down on the floor or cushion. Press your shoulders down. Now you're pressing your left elbow forearm into the belly of the left thigh. Remember, the left thigh is trying to move away from the chest now. And then you're drawing your right knee, right thigh towards your chest. Now, can you breathe space into your body? If it feels tight, that's good, because that's what we're getting into. Breathing in and out of the nose. Remember, the jaw stays relaxed. See if the forehead can be relaxed as well. Nothing to do but just breathe away some of that tension in your hip glute, helping to free up the lower back. Take another breath here. And then you'll gently release the grip on the back of the leg. Take the right foot down and then the sole of the left foot down. Now hug your knees in again. Cross at your ankles or shins. Rock and roll. And then come up to sit. So you've come up to sit and maybe your legs are still crossed. If you want to sit on a cushion, a blanket or a block, you can do that. So if the hips are tight, just do that. So in a cross-legged position, see if you can flex your feet. This is great for getting into the hips and glutes, this next one. Take the hands into the floor in front of you. You can be fingertips or blocks, whatever you need. You're going to inhale to lengthen your spine. Then as you exhale, you start to walk your hands forwards, just as far as you can. We've got time to go a little deeper, so you'll inhale, lengthen again. The exhale, go a little deeper. And you just work with what you've got. Can you feel any tension or tightness in the lower back? Can you feel it in the hips or glutes? Where do you feel it? Now, once you feel it, you send your breath there. Just imagine the breath nourishing this area and releasing some of that tightness. If you can go deeper, you go deeper. Just let the body be where it needs to be. There's no prizes for going really deep really quickly and then injuring yourself. That's not the thing we want to do. So we want to just listen to the body, move patiently, always with patience. Breathe deeper than you think. Maybe inhaling for a count of 4 or 6. Exhaling for a count of 6 or even 8, and that'll really take you into that parasympathetic nervous system. Another couple of breaths. And when you're ready, you're going to slowly walk your hands back up. Notice which shin you had at the front, because when we get to the end of our practice, we're going to swap it over, okay? So just notice which one's at the front and make your way to tabletop now. Hands under the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Make sure your arms are straight, your biceps spinning forwards, triceps wrapping back. Now just lift your right knee off the floor. Keep your leg bent. Take your right knee out to the right like a dog at a tree. Then circle the right knee back behind you. Then bring it all the way forwards. Then take it all the way around to the side again. So basically just draw a big circle with your right knee, exploring your hip joint. Think of it as a hip joint circle with the knee. You've gone 3 times in one direction. Now I want you to go 3 times in the other direction. Circle the knee back, to the side, forwards, down and around. Keep going. Just do 3 this direction. Hip joint circle. Once you've done that, no rush, you'll just lower your right knee. We're going to do it with the other knee. Lift the left knee off, take it forwards, then out to the side like a dog at a tree. Circle the knee back. Take it forwards again. Just explore the range of your hip. Another one this way. Remember, you're moving with the breath slowly. And then take it the other direction. Take it back, out to the left, forwards and around. Keep breathing. And once you've done your 3 that way, just lower your knees to the floor. Take your knees a little wider, bring the big toes to touch, and then sit your bum back towards your heels. So active child's pose. Your rib cage goes between your thighs, your fingers stretch forwards, your arms are straight. Your triceps spin down, the biceps face up, the crown of the head extends forwards as you keep sitting back on your heels. Breathe space into your body. Now from here, on the inhale, you're going to shift forwards and round the spine, separate your feet. Look forwards as you exhale, lower your hips, bending your arms, lower your belly, and then your chest. Set up cobra pose. Make sure the wrists are below the elbows, the toes are already untucked. Hug the arms in. Inhale, peel up your head and chest, waking up the spine. Exhale, back down. Again, cobra, inhale, lift, and then exhale down. One more, inhale, lift, and then exhale down. Take an inhale here, go to child's pose again as you exhale, sending the bum back to the heels. Now this time, inhale, shift forwards into a table, tuck under your toes. Go to downward facing dog. As you exhale, lift the knees and start to straighten out your legs. It's our first downward dog. Feel free just to bend and straighten each leg. Easing into the calves a bit, maybe moving the head and shoulders, or just doing what feels good. All the while the knuckles are grounded, the fingers are gripping, the arms are strong. Now slowly walk your feet up to the backs of your wrists. So your feet will land hip distance apart towards the top of your mat. Bring your hands on your shins. When you inhale, lengthen your spine. Draw the belly in and then fold as you exhale, glide down your legs. Again, halfway lift, hands on shins, lengthen. Fold, glide down your legs, and you can bend your legs if you need to. Now halfway lift, lengthen, and fold, exhale. Now just get the end of your mat, roll it back a little bit. So roll the mat back, and then you're going to take your heels onto the mat on the rolled up bit. So your feet are on the floor, the mat is rolled up, your heels are on it. You're going to turn your feet out in a V shape, and then you'll sit your bum between your heels. So you're in a squat position. Now it's easier when you've got the mat rolled up. So if you need to roll it up a bit more, do that. Some people also put a rolled up towel under there. Bring your hands in front of your heart. Now I want you to press your arms into your legs. Slide the shoulders down towards your heels, but lift the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Now let's inhale here. And when you exhale, I just want you to bow your head towards your heart, feeling the mind settle. Inhale, lift the head, broaden through your chest. Exhale, bow your head to your heart. Malasana, squat position. Inhale, lift the head. And then exhale, bow the head. Take the hands down, straighten the legs, step your feet back onto the mat and just let the mat unroll. Find a halfway lift and lengthen, and then fold, exhale. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Let the energy rise up with your breath, and then exhale, bring your hands in front of your heart. Take another breath in. And then exhale, arms down by the sides. Now I'm going to mirror you, ground into your right foot. Interlace the fingers around your left shin. So like we did when we were on the floor. Hug your leg a little higher. Slide your shoulders down. Now bring your right hand to your right hip. Start to open your left knee out to the left like you're opening a gate. Lengthen the tailbone down. Steady on the right foot, working with your balance again. Slowly bring your leg back to center. Inhale. Exhale, release your left foot down. We're going to go straight to the other side. Ground into your left foot. Interlace the fingers around the right shin. Hug it in. Slide the shoulders down. Stand tall, lift up through the crown. Then bring the left hand to the left hip. Start to open the right knee like you're opening a gate. Tailbone's moving down towards the bottom heel. Crown of the head's lifting up towards the sky. Balance. Breathe. Then bring the leg back to center. Inhale. Exhale, lower your right foot down. Feet are hip distance apart. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, dive and fold. Take the hands to the floor. Now halfway lift, inhale, turn the feet out. See if you can do the squat position this time without rolling the mat up. But if you need to roll the mat up again, just do it. So the feet are turned out in a V. Hands in front of the heart. Now when you inhale, I want you to press into the heels if you can. Lift up through the crown. Exhale, bow the head to the heart. Again, inhale, lift up the head, broaden through your chest. Exhale, bow your head to your heart. One more. Inhale, lift your head. Squat positions are so important. And then exhale, bow your head. Take your hands down. Straighten your legs as best you can. Parallel your feet. Find a halfway lift. Hands on shins. and fold, exhale. Go to the halfway lift again, inhale. Then take your hands to the floor and step your left foot back. Bend your right leg. Now we're going to lower the left knee into the mat. And if you need to, you can fold in your mat and put your knee on the padded mat, or you can put a towel or cushion underneath it if you've got sensitive knees. So do that if you need to. The back toes, they can stay tucked under, or you can untuck them. So you decide. Now you're going to press into both feet. As you lift your torso, bring your left hand to your belly, your right hand to your tailbone. Left hand pulls in and up, right hand presses down. So we're lengthening the tailbone down. Can you feel that stretch in the top of your left leg, the front of your left leg? Press into the feet, scissor in through the legs, and now lift up through the arms. Low lunge or the Anjaneyasana. Stay deep in the front leg. Lift the energy up, maybe even look up a little bit. Feel that stretch in the hip flexor on the left side. Now circle the hands down, tuck under your back toes, step your left foot forwards next to your right. Halfway lift, inhale, hands can be on shins, and then fold, exhale. Halfway lift again, inhale. Step your right foot back now, bend your left leg, lower your right knee. Remember, pad your knee with a cushion if you need to. Now the front knee is above the front ankle, the back knee is further back away from the hip. A lot of the time people put the knee directly below the hip. You won't get the stretch if you do that, so make sure it's further back. Now bring right hand to the belly, left hand to the tailbone. Press the tailbone down as you draw the belly in and up. So in effect, we're lifting the front of the pelvis, and now we're getting into that great stretch in the right hip flexors, right quadricep. Once you feel that, lift your arms up. Now the idea is to let the energy of your arms help lift your spine up out of your pelvis. So make sure the fingers aren't sleepy, the arms aren't sleepy, they're energized. Keep pressing down through the feet, pulling in through the legs. Maybe look up. Then take the hands down to the floor, or use your blocks if you want. Curl under the back toe. Step your right foot forwards. Find a halfway lift, lengthen and extend. And then fold, exhale. Now inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Let the energy rise up. And then hands into your heart as you exhale. Take another breath in. And then exhale, arms down. Now chair pose. Feet can be apart, hip distance like mine, or they can be together. You decide. Bend both legs, touch the earth, and then lift your arms up. Now, ground into your right foot. Take a figure four. Remember, like the figure four we did at the beginning. Bring your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Bend into your right leg. Bring your hands in front of your heart. Can you move that left thigh down towards the floor? Can you stay bent in your right leg? Maybe sit a little deeper. Move your shoulders back, chest forwards. Do you feel that in your outer left hip and glute? Balance. And then slowly come to stand. Keep the hands in front of the heart. Bring the left foot next to the right. Feet either hip distance or together. Take another breath in. And then exhale, arms by the sides. We're going to do the other side. Bend both legs, touch the earth. Inhale, chair. Keep breathing. Ground into your left foot. Balance. Bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh, figure four. Bend into the left leg. Now it's the right thigh that's moving down towards the earth. The hands come in front of the heart. Sit a little deeper if you can. Use a wall to help you balance if you need to. The idea is to get into that outer right hip and glute. Steady, focus on a spot that doesn't move. Breathe. And then slowly come to stand, bring the right foot next to the left. Inhale here. And then exhale, arms by the sides. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold, take the hands down. Halfway lift, inhale, hands can be on shins, lengthen the spine. Then fingertips to the floor, step the left foot back. This time you're not going to drop your back knee in the floor. Bend the right leg generously. Now, do a little bend in the back leg, but not much. Then inhale, lift your arms up. Crescent warrior or the Vira crescent. Now, bring your left hand on your belly, like we did before, right hand to your tailbone. Right hand presses tailbone down as left hand lifts belly in and up. So feel how that just lifted the bowl of your pelvis up at the front. So a little bend in the back leg is okay. Now I want you to feel this stretch in the left quad hip flexor if you can. Feet are about hip distance apart, so you're not a tightrope walker. Then again, the arms go up. Let the energy of the arms lift the spine out of the pelvis again. If you feel steady, see if you can straighten your back leg a little more. Deepen that experience in your left hip flexor, quad. Then take the hands down to the floor. You're going to step your left foot forwards next to your right. Halfway lift, lengthen and extend. Fold, exhale. Halfway lift again, inhale. Now step your right foot back and bend your left leg. Keep breathing. You can have a little bend in the back leg. Feet are about hip distance. Crescent warrior. Inhale, lift up. Then bring the left hand to the belly, right hand to the tailbone. Remember, right hand presses tail down, left hand lifts belly in and up to lift up the front of the pelvis. Get a stretch in the right quad hip flexor all down this front channel here. Then lift your arms up. Generous bend in the front leg. Maybe wake up the back leg a little more. Can you feel the stretch down this front channel of your body on the right side? Energy lifting up. Pull in through the legs. Keep lifting. Then take the hands down to the floor. Step your right foot forwards, hip distance apart from your left. Halfway lift, inhale. Turn your feet out in a V. Low squat, malasana, sit your bum down. Hands in front of your heart, broaden your chest, lift up the crown of your head, bow your head to your heart. Again, inhale, lift up your head, broaden through your chest, and then exhale, bow your head. One more, and bow the head. Take your hands in the floor behind you. Slowly lower down to sit. Now extend your legs straight. You're going to bend now just your right leg and then open the right knee out to the right. Now if your knee is hanging out up in space like this, put a block under your leg like you might have done at the very beginning. Otherwise, cushion is good, or if it feels okay to have it down towards the floor, then do that. Now I want you to square your sternum chest over your left leg. Sit up tall. Now lift your arms up. We're just going to hold it here. Remember, the energy of the arms is lifting the spine out of the pelvis. Try to move the center of your chest towards your left flexed foot. Keep lifting. Keep lifting. Breathe. Lift. Reach. Now take your hands to the floor on either side of your right leg. Lean a little to the right. Bend your left leg and sweep your left leg behind you. Now what we're looking for is two right angles. Get your right knee in line with your hip and your right ankle maybe in line with your knee. So that's like a right angle there. And the back leg also towards a right angle. Now if already your knee and hip is going no way, all you need to do is reduce the angle. So you bring your heel in closer to the groin and then the back heel comes in closer to the bum. The right hip is on the floor, or if you need a cushion, you just put it down underneath your right butt cheek, okay? Now, if you're feeling good, take your hands forwards and start to walk them forwards. Just explore, and then maybe take the elbows, forearms down. Now breathe, let the shoulders relax down your back. Breathe. See if you can feel as if you can go a little deeper. Maybe the hands are on top of each other and you can rest your forehead on the back of your hand. Breathe into the hip. Relax your jaw. Breathe into the glute. Deep breaths. Relax your shoulders. And slowly, if you went forwards, walk your hands back up. Now lean off to the right again because you're going to swing that left leg around again. This time bend your left leg, put the sole of the left foot down. Listen carefully, lean back on your hands with the fingers facing forwards. Now bring your right ankle on top of your left leg. See how I've just lifted my bum off the floor, my hips up? Then I'm going to try to sit back down. Now, if you've really rounded your spine like this, I want you to move your shoulders back and project your chest forwards. Now move that right knee, right thigh towards the front end of your mat. Lift the chest, so sit nice and tall. Can you feel that in the right hip glute? I definitely can. If it's too much, walk your left foot away from your body a bit more. And then extend your left leg straight and then your right leg. Okay, now you're going to bend at your left leg. Drop your left knee out to the left. Remember, you can put a block under your left leg or a cushion if it doesn't want to sit down properly. Okay? Do what you need to do. Square the center of your sternum over your right flexed foot. When you're ready, sitting tall, inhale the arms up. Remember, we're just holding this bit. Let the energy of the arms lift the spine. Keep moving the sternum towards the right flexed foot. Let the left leg just be heavy down on the earth or the block or cushion, whatever it's on. Grow taller through the torso. Lift up through the belly. Breathe in and out of the nose calmly. As you exhale, take both your hands either side of your left leg. You're going to lean to the left, swing the right leg around and bend it. Now remember, we're getting that double stag shape or the double right angle shape, or reduce the angle of if you need to. So if it feels tight or your knees don't like it, just bring the heels closer to the groin and bum, okay? Do what you did on the other side. Take the hands forwards first. Ground that left hip on the floor or cushion, and then start to walk the hands forwards. Sternum forward, shoulders back. Maybe go down a little deeper. This is just a maybe. Every stage you reassess, you see how you feel. Maybe the hands on top of each other, maybe the forehead down. Now let the breath do the work. Just let the breath breathe the tension out of the body. Another breath here. Start to walk your hands back up. If you went forwards, take them over towards the left. Lean to the left as you swing your right leg around. You're going to put the sole of your right foot down, your right leg's bent. Then you're going to take your hands back behind you, fingers face forwards again. Bring your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Maybe lift your hip first, get it in position, flex your left foot, and then try to sit your bum back down on the floor. Remember, move the right foot forwards if you need to. If you've rounded the spine, I want you to project your chest up, slide your shoulders down your back. Feel it in the left hip glute. Breathe. Keep pressing into the hands, keep lifting through the chest. And then extend your right leg straight and then your left. Now bring both feet together. So like what we did when we started laying on our back, but now we're seated. Baddha Konasana, or bound or caught angle pose. If the heels are further away from the groin, it's a little bit easier, okay? So do what you need to do. This one's a tough one for me. It always has been. Sometimes it's just how you're anatomically built. Sometimes it's muscular tension, so never force. Now, if you need to sit on a cushion or a rolled up blanket or a block, do that. That'll definitely make it easier if you need to. First, lean your hands back behind you, be on the fingertips, and lift the chest again. Now try to move the thighs down towards the floor. So feel that stretch in the inner legs. Now you could stay like this if you want, or you can grab a hold of your feet. Now open your feet like you're opening a big book. So use your thumbs to open the feet. Now spread your toes, but press the edges of the little toe edge of your foot together. Keep moving the thighs down, and if you can, start to project your chest forwards. Now some people, I've seen it, they can just put their nose down on the floor. I don't know if that'll ever happen for me, but it's definitely something that's achievable for some people. So feel as if you could project your chin forwards, maybe the nose trying to direct towards the direction of the floor. And I'll just imagine that I've got there. Shoulders back, sternum forwards. One more breath. Now, if you went forwards, you're going to slowly come back up. Lean back on your hands again. So lean back. Separate your feet apart from each other just a bit. And then windscreen wiper your legs slowly from side to side. Should feel nice and nice. Release there, hopefully. Okay, now come onto your back. You can use your core muscles to come down slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, down onto your back. Okay, take your arms out in a T shape or just bend at your elbows. Bring your right ankle on top of your left leg again in that figure four. Now listen carefully, take an inhale. When you exhale, just let both legs go over to the right. So both knees go to the right. You've got your right ankle on top of your left leg. It's giving you a little bit more weight on top of that left leg. Can you feel this stretch around the left hip flexor, the front of the left leg, also a bit of the lower back on the left side? If it feels too much, you could just put a block under your right knee or a cushion, or you could just take the ankle off your leg, okay? Just breathe into the space where it feels tight. Now just take the ankle off the knee. Slowly bring your legs back to center. Let your spine stay neutral. Then you'll bring your left ankle on top of your right knee in that figure four. Take an inhale. Exhale, take your knees over to the left. So now you've got the weight of your left ankle on top of your right leg, giving you a bit more of a stretch down the right hip flexor, lower back on the right side. If you need a cushion or block under the left leg, just put it there. Breathe deep breaths. One more breath. And you'll take your ankle off your knee. Slowly bring your legs back to center. Let the spine be neutral. Then you'll hug your knees to your outer ribs. Now remember that squat position where we're in at the beginning of our practice a little bit. Let's do this kind of on our back. So happy baby pose. Take your feet towards the ceiling but keep the legs bent. And option one is just to hold your shins. Make sure your feet are a little bit wider than your hips. Then pull down on your shins. Now some of you might be able to reach the outside of your feet. So you could also do that. Make sure the head is relaxed. The shoulders are pressing down in the mat. And you're trying to release your tailbone, your sacrum down into the floor as well. Ananda Balasana, happy baby pose. Some people like to be still here and static and just breathe, but some people also like to gently rock from side to side. So choose your adventure there. And when you're ready, you'll gently extend your heels away from your head. Now, feet together first, feet flexed. Lift your head, shoulders up, reach your hands towards your feet. You can see your flexed feet. Take an inhale. And then when you're ready to exhale, slowly release. Let the legs relax. Let the feet just turn out to the sides. Let the arms relax. The palms face the sky. Shavasana, corpse pose. Now it's important to stay here and let the body soak up all this information. So particularly around the quadriceps, the front of the legs, the hip flexors, which are the front of the legs, but also the outer hips and the glutes. So feel for this space we created there from those figure four shapes. Now let your lower back settle. Have we found more space in your lower back and in your hips and glutes? Letting all the facial muscles relax now, particularly your jaw, your lips, your eyelids. Nice deep breath in. And let it all out. Relax in Shavasana. Now start to deepen your breath even more. Can you take in even more air? Sip in more air. Let it all out with an exhalation. Again, deep breath, biggest breath of your day. Sip in more, and then let it out as you exhale. Last one, big breath. Take in lots of air. Fill your lungs to capacity, and then you can let it all out. Then bring movement to your toes, your fingers, your ankles, your wrists. And take a big stretch. Reach your hands away from your toes. You can roll to your side. Use your arm like a pillow. Resting, relaxed. And we're going to make our way slowly up to a cross leg position. So remember I said at the beginning, just remember which shin was at the front, because now you're bringing your other shin at the front. Sit on a block or a cushion if you like. Flex through the feet. Let the legs just be heavy. I want you to sit up nice and tall. Can you feel for the space you've created around your hips now? Hopefully they're feeling happy. Hopefully you're feeling happy, centered and grounded. Bring your hands in front of your heart, connecting with focus, with presence. Acknowledging the effort you made to step on your mat, to give your body some attention that it needs. Always with patience, always with a dedicated practice. Bowing your head towards your heart in honor of this practice and everything that it teaches. Namaste. Thank you so much for tuning in to your Happy Hips practice. My name's Ari. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions or comments. Thank you.